Dolly McRae has been many things in her life: a wife and mother, an award-winning chef and restaurateur, and the author of a best-selling cookbook. But before any of that, she was an observer, and as the daughter of a Gitxsan High Chief, she had plenty to observe.
I was the only one that was brought to the feast house with them. The others, I don't know, maybe they weren't interested, but I always had my coat near the door. And pretty soon they called me Ever Ready.
But little Everready did more than just watch. She wrote, even as a child, documenting the stories and rituals that she was witnessing.
Well, I actually wrote bits and pieces on scrap papers, and I would think of some people and what we did together, then I would write a poem or stories. And this is Millie, my girlfriend.
Now, although Dolly had collaborated with her daughter to write a best-selling cookbook, she had never considered those little stories and poems as something to be published. At least not until she moved, and her daughter came across decades worth of Dolly's writing.
And I just couldn't believe all the material that was there. And some of the papers were just like so thin and worn out.
Annie found the papers and decided to put them in order and put it in a book.
The resulting book is a mixture of ancient stories and Gitxsan traditions mingled with Dolly's personal and family history, and it's a collection of writing that has provided insight even to those closest to the author.
It answered a lot of my questions that I had. The stories that are told in the feast house, you don't really understand it until you kind of sit back and read about it.
Poems and Stories by Dolly McRae is only one of several books based on Dolly's writing that the mother and daughter are working on, making little Everready one of the Alberni Valley's most prolific authors. In Port Alberni, I'm Nancy Wilmot.